Hey, all you folks out there. Long time no see. It's good to be back. Glad you're with me. And I've got a lot of really crucial and critical information to tell you today. My heart is really heavy. We need to pray, absolutely pray for this nation. We need to pray hard for this nation because what we have now with this most ridiculous presidential race I've ever seen. Of course, we all know that presidents aren't elected. They are fraudulently selected. You know, the puppet masters, the Illuminati always gets the pre-selected candidate that they want. They always get that candidate to win by fraud. Voter fraud or any other kind of fraud. It's very prevalent in federal elections. Federal elections have always been rotten to the core, completely fraudulent. So it doesn't matter who wins by vote count. Their pre-selected candidate will always get in. So right now it's looking like we've got the race between Trump and Hillary, and it looks like Hillary's probably got it. Of course, it's beyond me why she's probably got it, other than the puppet masters really want her there. The puppet masters, Illuminati, really want her there. That's the plan, to have her there. Even though she's not capable of being a president. She's not capable of anything at this point. She is so sick and ill. I think she's gravely ill. Back in December of 2012, she took a bad fall, and she had a bad concussion to her head, and now apparently she has blood clots in the brain, possibly blood clots in her legs. The reason why she can't stand for very long, she falls down. Very poor health. Now the official reports, I'm not sure they're saying this, that she's in actually grave health. She has regular seizures. You'll see her doing interviews and she's like this, and she's got this maniac laughter that goes on and on and on and on. It's just like laughing like a maniac. And she's having all these twitches and seizures. And she can't stand up for more than 15 minutes. If she has to make a speech for more than 15 minutes, she has to get down off the podium, sit down, or she'll collapse, faint. So she's in really bad health. She's got a huge round hole in her tongue, lesion, whatever. So the woman is dying. She's demented. She's dementia. Who knows what all? She's demented. She's insane. She's a Satan worshiper. You know that for a fact. She attends regular services at the Satanic Temple. So she is a Satan worshiper. She's New World Order. She's Council on Foreign Relations. She's all of that, all of the above. You know, she's homosexual. So she's really just a rotten, evil to the core person, woman. I mean, she's the worst of the worst. She's the absolute worst of the worst. We couldn't do any worse than her, other than getting the actual Antichrist. We might as well have the Antichrist. We couldn't get much worse than Hillary. It's looking like that's who we're going to get, unless the wild card comes up. Now, the wild card could come up in October, which is called the October Surprise. The October Surprise simply means that she's been diagnosed with, terminal illnesses or grave illnesses, and she's unfit to run for health reasons. I mean, of course, that doesn't even include her mental, satanic reasons. If she's deemed unfit to run and has to drop out of the race because of her dying health.
The Federal Election Commission some years ago passed a rule that if a candidate, major party candidate for the presidency, gets incapacitated and cannot finish the race, it's up to the party. So in this case, it'd be up to the DNC what they want to do. The DNC could say, well, let's make her vice president. Do y'all want to be it? and then they just keep going. Or they can request of the president to stand down the election, and then let the Democrats have another primary. So they could suspend the election if she goes down. Sure could. Now you got that problem. Then you got the problem that if they suspend the election, you have the problem of maybe Obama using the theme of provisional government. This could be a triggering mechanism for it. And then he gets to stay president.
That would really throw a wrench in everything. The October surprise is a big deal because she's pissed off so many people, including the Russian president, Vladimir Putin. I'll get into this in a little bit, what that's all about, because that's really critical, serious meetings that Illuminati's had with their puppets, and I must get into it right now because Hillary is a stinking, rotten career criminal. Her career dirty dealings go back 30, 40 years, maybe more, because, when I was working at an aerospace company out here, a good friend of mine introduced me to the Clinton scandals back in 1996, so that's exactly 20 years now. It was like in September, October of 1996. I got the Clinton Chronicles, VHS tapes, part 1 and part 2. It was digging up a lot of dirt on the Clintons when they were in the governor's mansion in Little Rock, Arkansas. So that was pretty good information on Clinton. So the rotten criminal dealings go back when they first got into the governor's mansion in Little Rock. I don't remember when that was, what year that was. But, the scandal's been going on for decades and decades, and it just makes me want to absolutely throw up. The money that the Clinton Foundation was receiving illegally, funneling in from rotten dictator countries around the world, in Africa and essentially just rotten, dirty, underhanded trading deals, arms trading deals. I mean, they're getting $500 million a year approximately funneled in illegally into the Clinton Foundation. They're both dirtbags. Hillary. They should be serving life sentences in federal prison. Better yet, they should be on death rows. Along with George Bush Sr., along with George Bush Jr., and others. Just rotten criminals. What this means, though, her deleting 30,000 top secret classified emails, that's big stuff. I mean, that's what's going on in the last month or so. And she just committed perjury before a Senate subcommittee on July 7th, I believe it was, by flatly denying everything. 30,000 emails wiped out, top secret classified emails. She said, no, I didn't receive any of those emails, and I didn't send any emails like that at the time. And they're questioning her, and she's just sitting there lying through her teeth, just lying through her teeth, just flatly denying everything about the 30,000 emails and what was in them, and denies ever having anything to do with it. So, and somehow, mysteriously, the server that backs all those 30,000 emails got destroyed too. So I don't know whether she had the knowledge to destroy the server, but back then, it's all gone. It's down the drain. Nobody knows now what's in those emails, but we do have a good idea what's in those emails, and I'll tell you what the approximate idea is in those emails. Those emails were between her and former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger. Kissinger, by the way, he's one of the top New World Order puppets that acts as a liaison between the USA and the super elite. So Henry Kissinger meetings with Kissinger, George Soros meetings with them, them people, that circle of people, really powerful people that have the keys to all the doors and pull strings. And meetings between Kissinger and Vladimir Putin, Russian president. So it was all secret meetings and discussions. We formed a pact with Saudi Arabia like 3 years ago to collapse the price of oil. You know, just take it down through derivatives trading. You know, the criminals on Wall Street can take a market down in one day and go from $100 a barrel down to, they took it down from $100 a barrel down to 40. And so that in turn collapsed Russia's economy. It collapsed the ruble, their currency. It's only worth half of what it was 2 years ago. Their economy's really, really hurting. The people are hurting. They can't buy hardly anything with the ruble. All the other sanctions, it's crippled his economy. And they're trying to bend him more. They're trying to get him to his knees, and he's not gonna. The Russian bear is not gonna go to his knees. He's pissed off. He's fed up. He's gonna retaliate. So the way I see it, and the way it is, it's all out economic war between the U.S. and Russia, between our deal to collapse the price of oil. You know, he's really hurting. So he has. Whether this will happen, I mean, if this happens, the United States will be done, finished, over, completely. His secret weapon, we call it, secret weapon of indignation. And I've even mentioned this thing about a year and a half ago on one of my shows. It's called the EMP. It's a warhead that doesn't blow up things. It's detonated from an aircraft or even a missile. You can do it from a warship in the sea if you want some missile and do it, or you can do it from an aircraft 20 miles altitude above United States heartland, like say, you know, Mississippi Valley, St. Louis. It would be detonated right in the middle of the country, 20 miles in altitude. So this EMP, electromagnetic pulse nuclear device, will instantly fry all electronic circuits, computers, and anything else. I explained it to you in a show a year and a half ago. It would fry everything. Nothing would work. Your utilities, your electric, your phone, your computer, everything you can name is shut down. Your sewage treatment plants, your water treatment plants, your municipal service, everything's shut down. We're in total blackout. Dark Ages, 18th century kind of blackout. Nothing will work. Your car won't start unless you have an antique car to start. It's the worst possible scenario, and Putin's vowed to use this weapon against us. If Hillary gets in office, she wants war with Russia, and Russia will, if Hillary gets in, there's a good chance we'll get the EMP attack. It renders the military useless, but then stage 2, everybody will come in to our soil and just wreak havoc with us because we're in the dark. We don't have any defense now. We can't launch our missiles. We can't do a damn thing. Everything's fried. But this seems to be the easiest way to completely obliterate America, knock it out, render it useless. I mean, what easier way is there? I mean, this is it. You completely immobilize the whole fucking country, where it's like being like in the year 1600. You know, nothing's going to work. So that makes us vulnerable. The stage 2, after we're in total blackout, nothing will be for Russia and China to physically come in to our soil, our shores. That's our situation right now. It's really, really grave. It's really dangerous. You know, if we get Hillary, the people deserve everything they get. We'll be just, with her in, we're going to be descending into the pits of hell with very rapid speed. She has every key to every rotten criminal door in Washington. She knows the insides, outs of all. And plus she's been doing criminal dirty dealings for 30, 40 years with Bill. I don't see why and I tell people about Hillary and they say, oh, she's even worse than Donald Trump. I said, yeah, she's 100 times worse. She's 1,000 times worse. Wraps up part 4 of the 4-part series, The Destruction of America. Hope you enjoyed it. Just sit down and think about this, ponder it. Get your assets to safety. Get them out of the banks. Get them out of the 401ks. Get them out of the stock market. Get them out of the bond market. I told you this a year ago. If you haven't done so, you've got very, very little time to do this because you're going to be totally wiped out financially. All your accounts are going to be gone. They're going to pull the same crap they did in Greece. They're going to confiscate all the accounts, all the assets. This was, it's shit hit the fan time, dude, people. So, nice talking to you. I'll see you all next time. I hope you post your comments in the link below because I would love to hear your comments. Whether you agree with me or not, you don't have to agree with me. Alright, I'll close off and say God bless and be prayerful. Thank you.